Hello. Today I would like to talk about politics and their contributions and how it affects freedom of speech and our education system. Anyway, because we're getting ready to come to another big election, and we need to also, and which I find sort of hard to keep up with local people, because a lot of information they do give about them, like in the commercials or anything, is so much fluff. You know, you really have to investigate a little bit, which could be, you know, sometimes, you know, it will change your mind. So anyway, so big money in politics. The Supreme Court had allowed currency to be allowed, or money to be allowed, a part of the freedom of speech when it's currency. So now currency is supposed to have a freedom of speech. And anyway, so in the last election, 40% of the 1% that has more money than 40% of the rest of the United States distributed about $110 million to the campaign and the super PACs, which they don't disclose who and how much money. So they're not necessarily, you know, so outside people, if you don't know who it is, like China, Russia, could have some type of interest. And I think we need to change that. Money is not, because it's causing the rest of the citizens in America's freedom of speech to be just about null and void. So it's a very clever way to slowly get rid of our rights and our constitutional rights. And what benefit? This downhill self-destruction. But anyway, and when they make they have to keep promises to these people that contribute to their campaign, like with the bailouts of Wall Street, subsides and tax favors, where like 1% pay less taxes than the secretary. Okay. Than the hourly wage person by percentage. They try it because, like, they have their money. They go lobby not to pay taxes, to get tax exempts, which they do very well, like in Memphis. Which, you know, they tax exempting the people that have all the money, and that's where they could get their money for their for the police and the firemen's retirement and health insurance. If you want to get them in there with a tax break, yeah, make it like 6 months, like they do us or something, or like one of the cable companies do. Yeah, they get you in there, but they do need to pay taxes for the benefits. That'll be one way to fix our roads here in Memphis, instead of taxing the people. You know, we've got bastards in here. I don't know why. To me, it seemed a little bit like they were doing it for the wrong reasons instead of a healthy reason. But anyway, and we need to be able to match fundings. You know, we should have a cap on how much you contribute to our politicians' elections, and that way we could able to match them. And we need to overturn that money's a speech. Money is not a speech. You can buy someone to make a speech with money. You can buy a speech writer with money, but money with itself doesn't. They used to say bullshit walks. I don't know, but that was just some educated fools that was corrupt that brought that up. And then we need to reinvent our education system. It's failing miserably, our children, in so many ways. It's just not working. Too many are dropped out, and too many that are graduating are not contributing in the workforce. And we need more for our youth in fast food restaurants than McDonald's, Burger King, which a lot of these big corporations own these things, so they have a big influence in our school system because they contribute so much money. So and that's something else to think about. Maybe you don't want to go to McDonald's and Burger King. You know, especially if you're obese. I'm not trying to be funny or anything, but you might be able to make a better and more delicious hamburger in your own house and put on whatever you want, how you like it, okay? And you know what's on it when you fix it yourself. Anyway, so we need to fix our education system. We need to stop those testings like they have, and instead try to get the more creative, their creativity, their curiosity ignited through the science, math, the arts and music, and a healthy routine of exercise. Maybe bring home economics back so that these kids can learn how to make a fast, delicious meal at home. Okay? These are not only my thoughts, but I mixed them all. But I need to write his name down. But anyway, and then we need to limit the size of the classrooms to 20, so the kids can be more engaged with the teacher, and the teacher could be able to pay attention more to each individual. And we need to increase the funding to the schools for the teachers to get a pay raise and the staff, and that we could also be able to get better food. We need to change the procedures on how they feed the children. You know, get more foods like finger foods that they could eat. They could have raw. They don't have to. I don't know what they was. I saw a thing where they were cooking stuff. They just opened a can of tomato sauce and some frozen meatballs. You know, and it was just terrible. You know, that's where, like, if we had the kids gardening and stuff like that, they could eat raw cucumbers, raw tomatoes, carrots. You know, these are good for kids, finger foods. You know, at home I don't have any carrots. My carrots are in the refrigerator, but I got carrot sticks I got in the water. But you know, you know, you're looking for something in the refrigerator, and you could chew on that, or like I could just make a whole plate of stuff like that. Or really, you could eat cucumbers and stuff like that, just salted, or if you don't want to have salt, just eat it. Wash it good, and you don't even have to worry about plates. But anyway, and we also need to have more of a technical education system, to where our children are coming out able to I don't know, they robots, and get more technical, being able to do more engineering, more architectural type of stuff, because we do need our bridges and our roads fixed. And also there's nothing wrong with like construction work or something like that. That pays good money. But there are some technical things you need to know about the job. That's important. Like if you want to be an electrician, they make good money, or plumbing, etc. Or you might want to you know, do something with aviation or something, but you might not want to fly, but you might want to, you know, help aviation to progress in a better, faster way to where we might be able to visit planets someday. Just some thoughts to playing with. And we need to make our higher education free. We need to make from pre-kindergarten all the way to college free education, because it benefits the whole community of America. It benefits all the citizens. Because like I said, we don't want us all to be working in McDonald's, you know. It seems like with Ronald Reagan, that says, oh, we're in the service industry. Then McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's. That guy from Wendy's, he was able to really get in on the bottom of it. Then we got Walmart. We got, you know, and Kmart's and all them, you know, they flooded it and got rid of all our mom and pop businesses. This is something to think about. And then again, we need to pay the teachers correctly, and we need to have kids to go to school year-round, because once they hit the workforce, they'll be working year-round. And I think that and they will also get out of school quicker. and getting out of school quicker because they'll be going year-round, that would also eliminate the dropout rate, because a lot of kids drop out in 10th grade. If we have it to where they in 12th grade, by the time they would have been in 10th grade, and they got the information, we could go ahead and give them if they just want to do, like, maybe later on they might want to do, like, oh, let me just do, you know, like some type of technical class, because not everybody wants to do the same thing, thank God. Anyway, that's my thoughts for today, is that we do need to change the way we our politics, our political people get their contributions. I think it's harmful to the United States. I think we need to fix our schools, because I think it's harmful to the United States as a whole. And I think that we can see with the racism problem that we have, like where that young man went in and shot those poor people. Well, they're not poor, but they were very influenced and religious people for no reason, just shot them because of their skin color. And then you have policemen that just go around shooting people, and all this stems from a bigger problem, and one that really makes the training of the police also a high priority, and fixing our justice system. Anyway, happy Friday.